Level 0. You close your eyes and the world disappears. Within 3 minutes, you are gone. Not dead, somewhere else. This is level 0 on the insomnia scale. Sleep comes like breathing, automatic, effortless. Your brain simply takes you. At this level, you do not remember falling asleep. One moment you are awake. The next moment, 8 hours have passed. Your alarm sounds. You open your eyes feeling rested. This is what most people think sleep is supposed to be. But for millions of people, this is not reality. This is a memory. In 2018, a woman in Oregon went to her doctor. When they did a sleep study, they discovered something strange. She was not reaching deep sleep, ever. Her brain was stuck in light sleep all night, every night. She thought she was sleeping, but her body was slowly starving. That is the cruelty of level 0. When you have it, you do not even know it exists. You only notice it when it is gone. Level 1. Tonight, sleep does not come quickly. You lie in bed. Your body is tired, but your brain will not stop. 20 minutes pass. 30. You check your phone. Bad idea. The blue light tells your brain it is daytime. Now it will take even longer. This is level 1. Occasional difficulty falling asleep. It happens to everyone sometimes. A stressful day, too much coffee, an argument. But here is what most people do not realize. This level is a test. Your brain is watching how you react. If you panic, if you get angry, if you start to fear bedtime, your brain remembers. And fear is a powerful teacher. In 2016, researchers at Harvard discovered something disturbing. People who worried about not sleeping actually trained their brains to stay awake. The anxiety itself became the problem. One bad night turned into a pattern. You finally fall asleep around 1 a.m. You wake up tired but functional. You tell yourself it was just one night. Tomorrow will be better. And maybe it is. But for some people, tomorrow is not better. Tomorrow is worse. Because the brain has learned something new. It has learned that bedtime is dangerous. Level 2. It is happening again. 3 nights this week, sleep took over an hour to arrive. You are starting to notice patterns. Your mind races through everything you need to do. This is level 2, regular sleep onset delay. You start trying things. Warm milk, chamomile tea, blackout curtains. Some nights these things help. Other nights they do nothing. The unpredictability is torture. During the day, people start to notice. You look tired. You laugh it off. Just had a late night, but inside you are keeping score. 4 hours Tuesday, 5 hours Wednesday, 3 hours Thursday. You are doing math constantly, calculating sleep debt like it is money you owe. And in a way, it is, because your body keeps a ledger. Every hour you miss gets added to the bill. And eventually, that bill comes due. Level 3. Sleep is broken now. You fall asleep, but 2 hours later your eyes snap open. 2:47 a.m. The room is dark. The house is silent. You do not know why you woke up. Your heart is beating faster than it should. You lie there, waiting to fall back asleep. 15 minutes. 30. An hour. This is level 3, sleep maintenance insomnia. Your brain has forgotten how to stay asleep. When you finally drift off again, the alarm goes off. You have slept maybe 4 hours total, broken into pieces. Scientists call this fragmented sleep, and it is worse than no sleep at all. Your brain never reaches the deep stages where real recovery happens. You are drowning in shallow water. In 2014, a study in Sweden followed night shift workers who experienced chronic level 3 insomnia. Within 6 months, their risk of heart disease doubled. Their blood pressure increased. Their bodies were aging faster. Not because of the work, because of the sleep. Broken sleep is toxic. It floods your system with stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, the chemicals designed for emergencies. Except now, the emergency never ends. You start to fear 3 a.m. the way some people fear the dark, because you know you will see it, night after night, wide awake, trapped between exhaustion and consciousness. And there is nothing you can do but wait. Level 4. You are getting 2 to 3 hours per night now. Not by choice. Your body is begging for sleep, but your brain has become an enemy. You lie in bed with your eyes closed, but you are completely awake. You hear everything. The refrigerator humming, a car passing 3 blocks away, your partner breathing next to you, asleep, mocking you with their peace. This is level 4. Severe chronic insomnia. And this is where the real damage begins. Your immune system stops working properly. You get sick constantly. Small cuts take longer to heal. Your memory fails. You forget names. You forget words in the middle of sentences. People think you are distracted. You are not distracted. Your brain is offline. In 2020, a teacher in Michigan fell asleep while driving. She was not drunk. She had slept 11 hours in 4 days. Her brain simply shut down without warning. She woke up in a hospital with no memory of the crash. The doctors called it a microsleep, a moment where the brain forces itself to rest because it cannot survive anymore. It lasted 3 seconds. That was enough to destroy her car and fracture her spine. At this level, you are dangerous. Not because you want to be, because you cannot control your own mind anymore. And the worst part? You still have to function. You still have to go to work, take care of your family, pretend you are fine, but you are not fine. You are falling apart in slow motion. Level 5. You do not remember the last time you slept more than 1 hour. Some nights you do not sleep at all. You watch the entire night pass. This is level 5. Extreme sleep deprivation. Your body is in survival mode, and it is losing. The hallucinations start small. A shadow moves. You hear someone whisper your name. Nobody is there. Your brain is creating things that do not exist. When you are this tired, the line between awake and dreaming disappears. In 1964, Randy Gardner stayed awake for 11 days as a science experiment. By day 4, he was hallucinating. By day 7, he could not complete sentences. His hands shook constantly, and this was voluntary. Imagine experiencing it against your will, night after night. You start to understand why sleep deprivation is used as torture, because after this long without sleep, you would do anything to make it stop. Your personality changes. You become someone else, someone desperate, someone broken. Level 6 and beyond. You have not slept in days. Your brain is no longer yours. You see people who are not there. You have conversations that never happened. You cannot tell what is real. This is psychosis. This is your mind collapsing under the weight of exhaustion. At this point, you cannot help yourself. You need immediate medical intervention because your brain has stopped protecting you. It is attacking you. There are documented cases of people dying from extreme insomnia, not from the insomnia itself, but from what it causes: heart failure, stroke. In 1986, a rare genetic disease called fatal familial insomnia was discovered. People with this disease slowly lose the ability to sleep. First occasional insomnia, then total insomnia, then hallucinations, then death. There is no cure. The average survival time is 18 months. But here is what you need to understand. Most people never reach level 6, because somewhere between level 2 and level 4, they get help. They see a doctor. They try therapy. They learn that insomnia is not a character flaw. It is not weakness. It is a malfunction, and malfunctions can be fixed. If you are listening to this and you recognize yourself somewhere on this scale, listen carefully. You are not alone. 70 million Americans have chronic insomnia. It is one of the most common medical conditions in the world, and it is treatable. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia works in over 80% of cases. Medication can help. Changes in routine can help, but you have to take the first step. You have to admit that something is wrong. The scale goes from 0 to 6, but it also goes backward. You can return to level 0. You can close your eyes and disappear into sleep again. You can wake up rested. You can remember what it feels like to be alive instead of just surviving. It is possible, but only if you fight for it. Sleep is waiting for you. Go find it.